there are some important steps you need to take first. Now open Logic and this screen comes up. Now we don't care much about that at the moment, so make sure it's on empty project and then click on choose. Now the choose a track type window will pop up. Once again, we don't care much about that at the moment, so just click create. And then look on the upper side corner. If it says simplified mode, that means that the advanced options of Logic are not enabled. And we absolutely need those, otherwise this is simply just GarageBand. So either click on that or press Command, comma to bring up the preferences, then go to Advanced and then tick on Enable Complete Features. And that's the first step. Okay, let's look at some other preferences to make sure we are on the same page so that you can follow along. In this course, we will use a lot of keyboard shortcuts. And it's absolutely essential to know your shortcuts if you want to have a fast workflow. Now, I will always tell you what an important shortcut is. Now, the ones that you absolutely need to know. Now, once again, go to Logic Pro, then go to Key Commands, and then go to Presets. Now, make sure that you are on US. Now, underneath that, we've got Edit. Now here you can see a list of all the available shortcuts. You can create your own or simply change an existing shortcut and assign a different key to it. Now we will have a look at it a bit later. Again, I will be using a lot of shortcuts, so get used to them, they make your life easier. Now assuming you don't have any other third-party VST instruments, you can use Logic's. So go to Logic Pro, then go to Sound Library, and then click on Download all available sounds. These are all the Logic instruments, pianos, drums, violins, everything. Now, if you don't have enough space in your hard drive, you can just relocate the sounds by clicking here on Relocate Sound Library. And then you can move them to another hard disk or connect an external hard drive and use that. Now, last step, go to Logic Pro, and then go to Preferences, and then go to Audio. Now here we can set our input and output preferences. So if you connect an audio interface to your computer, here is where you will choose that. Now Core Audio is enabled. Output device is usually your audio interface, or if you don't have an audio interface and you're on a laptop, then it would say built-in output and built-in input. Now I have different settings as I'm doing a screen capture and I need to route the sound, or route if you will. But for you it will most likely be your audio interface for both. Now buffer size depends on what you're doing. Now basic rule is low buffer size when you're recording because it has the lowest latency, and then higher buffer size when you're mixing and using a lot of plugins. Now more on that later. The rest we can leave as is.